Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, and I am here with a collective update for twin flames, star seeds, light workers, indigos, earth angels, however you resonate under the spiritual umbrella, mystics, psychics, the list goes on and on. I want to give a shout out to all of my new subscribers. I've seen your comments. Thank you so much for the love. To all of you who've been following me on my journey thus far, we are celebrating 2 years of the channel being here. So give yourself a round of applause, because this is all you. This is all us. It's about people helping people. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can. If not, no biggie. Subscribing to the channel is the same form of an energy exchange donation, or follow me on Instagram at Chrissy the Crystal Indigo. Now, giving a shout out to all my clients who booked sessions, crystals, or brought crystal packs, herbal teas. Man, you guys are incredible, and I am so proud of you for doing the work. Okay, so check out the website www.chrissythecrystalindigo.com, especially if you are on your spiritual awakening journey or ascension journey. The crystals are going to help you so much. Check out the labels of them as well for chakra alignment, protection, for the herbal teas, for your psychic gifts, for your healing gifts. Like, check out all that information. I'm also on Etsy at Chrissy Crystal Indigo. All right, guys, so let's dive right into the reading for the collective. So the first card out is the Devil. So when I set the intention, to for spirit, source, divine, God to help us understand like what's happening within our connections, where are we moving forward to, what's happening with the divine masculine, whether female or male, what's happening with the divine feminine, whether female or male. So let's dive into the reading. You let me know how this resonates so much with you, okay? So the first card out is the Devil. So this represents the Capricorn energy. And so this also talks about karmic completion. So in the Rider-Waite deck, you see the two are chained at the Devil's feet. But in the After Tarot, you see them really recognizing each other, really understanding what this love is for. There's no more karmic energy. There is this recognition, excuse me, of true divine love for each other. Look how she is just beautifully laid across, her divine masculine, right? So if I'm lying, I'm flying. You can go check out the Rider-Waite deck and you will see the difference, okay? So the next card we have out, we have 5. So this represents changes. This talks about changes, and this is the Hierophant. So again, with the connections, we are seeing that a lot of us are moving out of that karmic energy. We're releasing, letting go. A lot of us have moved on the vibration of love, and we're allowing our divine counterparts to come to their, knowing on their own, right? Spirit has given us the sign to say, step back, we got it from here. For myself, I too release my divine masculine with love. I can no longer sit there and try to heal and try to save, because you will only get cut with those broken pieces. They need to heal. They need to understand that you are not going to always be there in the 3D for when they need you to be. They need to understand what it feels like for you not to be there. And sometimes it's important for you to remove that energy. So 5 talks about changes. There are a lot of changes that's happening within the divine feminine and the divine masculine. But for the divine masculine, they are starting to get the knowledge, okay? So let me know if this is resonating with you guys. The next card out, because we're deciding to do this, Spirit, Source, God, Divine is offering us a beautiful gift in the matters of the heart. Pure, genuine, unconditional love. The initial M, W could resonate with you, but here the cup runneth over with emotions. So if your divine counterpart wasn't able to communicate their feelings, was stuck, always running, this is changing. This is talking about my cup runneth over. I am open to my emotions. I can talk about what's on my heart, and I'm not afraid anymore, okay? The next card, we have the 4 of Wands. We all know what this means, right? 1111. So not only does 1111 talk about twin flame connections, but it also talks about Spirit giving you a reminder that you are on the right path. Okay, so the 444 portal could resonate with you a lot. Look that up if you don't know what I'm speaking about. But for you guys that are in the collective, when you have these portals, you really go through them a lot. The eclipses really trigger you. The lunar eclipses, the solar, super moons. You're very spiritual, and you've been getting a lot of light codes, downloads, and a lot of information through your meditation. Okay, so this is beautiful. The next card out, we have the Nine of Wands. And so this is beautiful. This talks about endings, but this doesn't talk about endings with you guys being away from each other. Now you're ready to do the work together. So you see this individual looking at this individual here, and they've done their healing work. They're so confident, and this person here has gotten into their power, and he's looking like, what are you here for? Like, I can do it on my own. And this person's thinking like, just shut up, I'm never going to leave your side. So this is definitely resonating with the divine feminine, divine masculine, right? So you see that energy there, and that is the overall energy. So the cards that wanted to show themselves, we have the Four of Cups. So this talks about, in the collective, we're no longer looking at what we've lost or what didn't work out. We're taking those blessings and we're doing something with it because we've standing in our power and we've got our healing. The next card out, we have, again, 5 is very significant, guys. 5 talks about changes. The 5 of Cups, and this person is slowly turning around. Some of you guys are coming out of the dark night of the soul, and you're looking at your 2 cups that are there, the potential, what's to come. And also, when I saw this, I thought about the 2 of Cups card as well. The next card out, 5 again. So 555, you may be seeing that. Write in the comment sections if you have been. So 5 of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. It's like you've won the battle. You've done your healing. You're standing in your power. And it's like, okay, if you need to walk away, walk away. This is in regards to things that no longer serve you or grow you, or things that no longer serve you or grow you, or you just releasing what needed to be let go, okay? The next card out, we have the Page of Cups. So some of your divine counterparts are coming in this Page of Cups energy. Look, I'm a little nervous. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. But I mean, I'm going to take the first step. Oh my God, I just lost a fish. Like, they're really nervous, but they're trying to gain the momentum to come towards you, okay? The next card that wanted to show itself is the Ace of Swords. And so this is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Now with this, I think about there's no communication, but there's the sight. So again, the other day I talked about, this isn't the time for we as divine feminines to respond to everything, talk about everything, get everything off our chest. No, this is the time for us to say, okay, note it, observe. So you're giving the gift of sight to be able to see what is happening within the connection, what is happening within our world, what is happening with the rise and raising the vibration for the new age of Aquarius, okay? So this is really beautiful, all right, guys? So let's dive into the Twin Flame Mystic Moon Oracle. For divine masculine, the first card out is Crossroads. So right now, with some of you guys really letting your divine masculine's energy go, they're at a crossroads. Do I go left? Do I go right? What do I do? They're a little lost without their divine feminine, that energy, because you were always there protecting, always there saving, right? The next card out, no matter what, your divine counterpart sees you as their muse. Like, you've helped them see the error in their ways. You've helped them want to be better. You help them understand life better. So you will always be a muse to them. All right. You've changed them in significant ways. The next card out is tribe. And so your divine counterpart is connecting to their soul tribe slowly but surely, and they will start to see how things make sense. And some things you've already communicated to them where they'll get that aha moment, like, okay, this is what my divine counterpart meant. For divine masculine, the next card out is union. So this is the energy. And again, if a lot of you guys that were in separation have come into union, write it in the comment sections. Here, it's all about progress, and we want to show that this is just not for the collective that's in separation, right? So if you have come into union, the minute you get into union, you go into one of those collective videos, you scream loud, like, we're in union, we got married, or however your union is planned for you, all right? So we're going to dive into the cards for divine feminine. Divine Feminine's first card is free will. So she or he understands that the Divine Masculine has free will, and they understand that they have free will too. But again, you guys have to understand what's in your contract. So that's why I talk about Akashic Records, past life regression. When you get those sessions, you understand why you and your divine counterpart are together, what mission you have with each other. And some contracts you signed up to where when you guys get too far away from each other, someone is to come and intervene, your spirit guide, to bring you back together. All right. So that happens with my situation. So I've seen my divine masculine in different past lives, right? And so it's hard to explain that to them when they aren't awakened or afraid to accept their gifts, which was communicated to me by my divine masculine. I'd rather be ignorant to it, right? But you can only stay ignorant for so long. The next card out is vibration. So the divine feminine is getting the light codes, the downloads, the shifts, and the visions, and feeling the energy very strong, and continue to stay in this element. Meditate every day as often as you can and write the information down Spirit is giving you. The next card out, Divine Feminine, is focusing on self-worth. I know I am loved. I know I am enough. I know I am beautiful. I know I deserve. And so with this is helping the connection grow stronger, because as Divine Feminine focuses on him or herself, Divine Masculine starts to follow pursuit, okay? The next card out is unawakened. And so I feel like with this card coming out, because of course the Divine Feminine is on point. Divine Feminine is the leader. But with the unawakened card, for some of the Divine Feminines in the collective, they know they are dealing with a Divine Masculine that's still unawakened, right? Nothing is set in stone yet. If you're in separation, know that information is on the way to you. And I know a lot of you guys are like, oh my God, how many times am I going to hear that? Don't think about it. Focus on you and watch how everything unfolds. So the overall energy for the collective is forgiveness. And so again, if you and your divine counterpart has been at odds or have been at odds, choose, forgiveness, okay? Under that, we have ascending. So a lot of you in the collective, your divine masculine is ascending to another level. Allow them to go through their journey. And it's fearful because you're like, oh my God, they're going to go through this journey. They're going to wake up and they're just not going to ever come back. You can't think like that. You know when your divine counterpart is in your energy, you know it. And then you start to hear them telepathically. Those aren't just your thoughts that just hopped in your head just all out of the blue. No, they're talking to you. And then you telepathically need to communicate back and communicate your true feelings, because right now for some of you in the collective, it's better, it's safer to communicate and see them in the 5D. All right, so let's dive into the cards that wanted to show themselves. We have the answer is yes. So whatever, question you had, is this my divine masculine? Is this my divine feminine? Are we going to become in union? Do we need to be in separation a little longer? However this card resonates for you, this is your answer. All right. Shadow work. So we are going through our shadow work. We're clearing the karma. We're really releasing a lot. Allow yourself to just go with the universe. Don't fight it. Recognition. The both of you are understanding this is a special connection. Remember, there are different waves: first wave, second wave, third wave. We're realizing this is a beautiful connection, and this may come to fruition around the Pisces full moon, which is September 1st, 2nd, right? And so even with the cards I pulled the other day, if you go back and check out some of the videos, there was a lot of Pisces new moon energy, a lot of Pisces full moon energy. So check this out. The next card is Purge. You're purging through whatever no longer serves you or grow you. You are being reinvented, refreshed, focused on your life path and purpose. Okay? So the cards that wanted to show themselves. Another one. We have balance. And so you're balancing the scales. This also represents Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, that equal reciprocity. So for a lot of the divine feminines in the collective, they had issues with their divine masculine only taking, never, having an even and equal exchange, never having equal reciprocity. But now the scales are being balanced, okay? So we're going to dive into the Twin Flame Messages by Mystic Moon. So the first card from your divine masculine, and I'm only communicating what the divine masculine wants to say because we're always talking. Divine masculine's always on mute, right? So the first card for the divine masculine, what they want to say to the divine feminine. See this? I can't ignore the signs I'm receiving any longer. Okay? Only a matter of time. How could you still love me after all I've done? They've never felt unconditional love like this. You feel like home to me. And this is part of the reason why some of them ran, because the energy was just too magnetic. All right? So the overall energy, maybe we're just too different. Maybe we're just too different. They have all these thoughts in their mind when they can just easily just pick up the phone and be like, hey, I want to talk, right? So the cards that wanted to show itself, you've been in my dreams. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you've seen your divine counterpart show up in your visions. The next card, I know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. So allow them to go through their journey just as you were allowed to go through yours, and let them come to their own understanding. I'm telling you, it's a method to the madness. You will see. Promise you. Okay, so for the Moonology spread for the divine masculine, the first card we have out is bring love into the situation. So let go of your fears, bring love into the situation. And it says new moon in Aquarius. So by Aquarius season, their heart chakra may be fully open, like their heart chakra is opening now, just as well as their crown chakra. But bring love into the situation. Check out the new moon in Aquarius. When that energy comes up, see where your connection is, okay? For divine feminine, first card out is step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Okay, so check out what your North Node is. That is what you're working through this lifetime, right? And so step out of your comfort zone. Get out of your fears. Know that they will be back, okay? The next card out, don't let your past hold you back, South Node. All right, so check out what your South Node sign is and get that information. Don't let your past hold you back. You are enough. You are beautiful. You are more than what you think you are, right? The overall energy, if we're lying, we're flying. Communication is the key. New moon in Gemini. So, and when the new moon was in Gemini, we probably got some communication. We probably felt like, oh my God, this is it. Like we're about to really do this union thing. And then all of a sudden there was a Tara moment, right? Because you have to be healed in order to get through this, this journey together, or, go through the journey together. For the wisdom of the oracle, the card that came out for divine masculine is serendipity. 18, 1 and 8 is 9. 9 talks about completion. So with serendipity, I'm going to read this for you, divine masculine. So it talks about opportunity allied with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, wow, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. So your divine counterpart is seeing 1111, seeing 888, seeing 333, hearing the songs, hearing you in their mind telepathically. So know that we are so close, all right? Don't give up. The next card out for the divine feminine is a leg up, 34. 3 and 4 is 7, a leg up, all right? So let's dive into this for the divine feminine. All right. So it says receiving help, delegating authority, interdependence. Okay. And so it says relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust you will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask and it is given. All right? So for you guys, call on your spiritual team, your ancestors. They are so close that the veil is so thin. The overall energy, we have 9. 9 talks about completion, treasure, island. So this is beautiful, meaning the end all to the be all, like, for our journey, us realizing what our life path and purpose is. Not just the divine feminine, but the divine masculine as well. And so it says the law of attraction, bringing dreams into fruition, the results of positive thinking made manifest, abundance appearing as if it was from nowhere, financial gains, and the sharing of good fortune. All right. And so this is what we're coming to. We have that deep knowing. All right. So let's dive into the Starseed Oracle deck. For divine masculine, weight of the world. Weight of the world. Let me hold that for you. Weight of the world. And it says boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. So for the divine masculine, they may have been, dealing with karmic situations, dealing with their children if they have children with someone else, just so much that they had on their plate. And Spirit is saying, like, you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. Like, let it go. It is not yours to carry. Focus, right? For divine feminine, I smiled when I saw this portal. Doors are opening. You decide rewards, wild card. We're going through so many different portals this year, right? So many miraculous changes. And for all of us light worker, star seeds, or spiritual beings, we haven't missed a step due to this pandemic. We have been shining our light. We have stepped into our purpose. We have started our businesses or spiritually based businesses. This is beautiful, okay? The overall energy for both, called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. All right. So I wasn't going to read from this book because the cards in the deck are self-explanatory, right? And so I'm going to read this because I feel like for the divine masculine, it's wow, and it's number 44 in the for the page, guys. It's number 44. Wow. All right, so we're going to read this so you guys can have a little more information, okay? So it says, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. You came to the earth with a double mission to grow as a soul and to bring about a shift in consciousness. The best way to fulfill these personal and collective purposes is to trust what it is that your soul is calling you toward, for it is encoded within the most direct path forward. Your soul has many unique gifts that it came here to share. Some you may already be aware of, others you are just beginning to uncover. You are being called to remember that your soul intelligently chose the perfect conditions to carry out your soul mission and share your soul's gift. If you are being called toward a creative project, a passion, or an adventure, this card is your confirmation that you are facing the right way and that this moment right here is destined. If you are feeling underprepared or thinking, who am I to do that? This card is guiding you to step up and leap, and consider perhaps that your soul has been training for this moment right here for lifetimes. All right? And so here's a little affirmation. Place your hand on the screen of your computer and hold your other hand on your heart and whisper the following. I call forth the soul gifts and soul training that I've received throughout all my lifetimes. I'm ready to embody them all now, without hesitation or fear. I fully commit to being here now. I'm ready to step up into my soul's highest and most potent calling. I've been training for this for lifetimes. And when you do this, fill your heart up with so much loving energy that you are claiming this. And for a lot of you who have written me about your gifts and how you are able to use them, etc., this is going to catapult that. All right? So that is beautiful. So we're going to dive into the Atlantean deck. For divine masculine, we have High Priest. Okay? So it says, at any given time, there were 6 high priests and 6 high priestesses of Atlantis, highly evolved cosmic beings who took instructions directly from the Intergalactic Council. Each was in charge of one of the 12 regions. They were noble leaders who worked selflessly for the greater good of the people. They presided over important ceremonies and poured pure high-frequency light down onto the polis to maintain the light of Atlantis. Leadership. If you pick this card, it suggests that you take command of your life and demonstrate who you truly are. You are called upon to exercise your leadership qualities, to act with integrity, to take clear, wise decisions, and to empower others for the highest good of all. This is a time for strong and selfless service. Lead with strength and wisdom. High Priest for the Divine Masculine. For the Divine Feminine, 2 cards wanted to come out. We have the Black Mage. Okay? And it says, the Magi were highly trained shamans, alchemists, and magicians with truly awesome powers. During the Golden Age, they used these skills for the benefit of all and were greatly revered. When the Magi decided to use their power for their own enrichment and ego and aggrandizement, the frequency of Atlantis spiraled down. Everything on Earth has a natural cycle. The Golden Age was the pinnacle of light, followed by eons of darkness. Now it is the time to rise once more to a higher frequency. Change. This card indicates the end of a cycle. In this plane of duality, situations and relationships inevitable end, making room for different experiences. It is time to watch your ego and purify yourself so that the new can be better than the old. Watch your ego as you prepare for change. So with this card for the Divine Feminine, you got 11. And wow, for the Divine Masculine, 8. And you already know where I'm going with that. Realizing the awakening, realizing you're on the right spiritual path for 11, twin flame connection for 11, number 8, Lionsgate portal, right? The next card for the Divine Feminine is Enlightenment. So it says, in Golden Atlantis, the people were all enlightened beings who achieved this state of divine illumination by living serene, contemplative lives, honoring and respecting all people and the natural world. They maintained their high frequency by being in the moment, radiating love and appreciating all that they had, by holding positive attitudes and trusting the flow of life. They had a constant connection with the divine and knew they were part of the oneness. Being. Your guidance is to stop doing and striving, forget about tomorrow. Just still your mind and be in the now. In this quiet time, contemplate the wonders of life and appreciate all that you do have, including the opportunity for life on earth. Your reward will be inner peace and a sense of divine connection. Enlightenment is being in oneness. Number 42. All right? So we have the overall energy. This is the Temple of Poseidon. The Temple of Poseidon. So it says, the Temple of, look at that, number 2 talks about choices. The Temple of Poseidon. It says, when the Golden Age of Atlantis was prepared, the Intergalactic Council first built the Temple of Poseidon on the sacred heights. The great crystal itself was housed in the temple, which only the highest priest could access. As it shimmered in the sunlight, the general polis looked up at it for inspiration and hope. Populace or population. New beginnings. This card indicates that it is time for new beginnings. Maybe a new concept, idea, or pathway will be presented to you in a much higher level than anything you have previously considered. Therefore, it is suggested that you review every aspect of your life from a higher perspective. Be aware that people will look to you for guidance, so you are called on to act and speak selflessly and with the utmost integrity. Be a guiding light to others. So you see how this came out as for the collective energy, right? Man, this reading was really very informative and with so much information. So we're going to dive into Life Purpose Oracle deck and what the Divine Masculine needs to work on in regards to their life path and purpose. So for the Divine Masculine, we got study. And it says, reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. So we do know that the Divine Masculine is going through a huge ascension process right now, awakening. And so just like when we went through our awakening, our dark night of the soul, what were we doing? We were up late at night, couldn't sleep, up at 3 o'clock in the morning, just all kind of different hours of the day. And we were on the internet nonstop trying to figure out what was happening to us, remember? So this is what your Divine Masculine is going through now. For Divine Feminine, school. The answer that you are seeking involves going to school. So For the divine feminine, a lot of you guys are on your life path and purpose, but some of you guys may want to strengthen your spiritual gifts. So you're going to, take up some lessons for that, or you're starting your own school where you can help, those that are coming in be able to understand their gifts, their path, their purpose. I know for me, I do want to open a school for a spiritual being, something like Hogwarts, right? And so this is beautiful, okay? The overall energy for the both and the collective, let go. It says walk away from the situation, wow, in order to resolve it. Walk away from the situation in order to resolve it. When you decide to walk away with love, when you decide to choose a high vibration of love, there is your resolve. You can't be away from your divine counterpart because you're always in each other's energy. You are one. And once you understand that, those ghosting moments or the times you're in separation, you're like, come on, bring it on, because it's bringing you closer to what your life path and purpose is and what you're destined to do in this lifetime. All right. So those were the messages for the collective. That is a lot of information and my energy is shot. All right. So like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment sections. I'm sending all of you lots of love and light. Again, if you would like to book a twin flame reading, that information is below in the description box. If you want to know about, your past life and what you need to do in this life to focus on your life path and purpose, I do have my booking information down below in regards to Reiki, energy healing, past life regression, Akashic records. And again, there is a system that I have. So for you guys, I highly recommend you get your distant healing first, then your Reiki, then you can either do past life regression or your Akashic records, but the other two have to be done first. Okay? Well, sending you lots of love and light. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.